couple of things. You are more than welcome to take pictures a good portion of the day. I will always let you know when we're going into a building where you can't do photos. And there will be at least one building we go into where we can't. Whatever sound stage we get access to, and I don't really pick and choose what we get, but that's the one spot we can't do any pictures inside, okay? On the way through the gates, you are gonna see a W with a backwards J on the gate. That's for Jack Warner. He ran the studio the longest. He was the youngest of the 4 Warner brothers. How many people knew it was an actual family? Anyone?
Yep.
Yeah, okay. That's like 2, like 0 to 2 is my average on carts. I think people think the Looney Tunes founded the company, which is not exactly the case. Harry, Sam, Albert, and Jack Warner bought this lot in 1928 from First National Pictures. Space Jam 2 is building sets on 4 different stages here.
Oh, Space Jam, the new one?
Yep, the new one with LeBron. I'm not gonna lie, I'd be so much more excited if I knew Looney Tunes were gonna be running around the property, which is not exactly what's gonna happen, unfortunately. And then our stage 48, which is where I drop you off at the end, is going to be, yes, that is, if you're patiently waiting and you're just here to wait for me to be done so you can see Central Perk. Listen for about another hour and a half and you can see Central Perk. Put any kind of flag you want up there, you got any kind of embassy you might need. This is facades though, by the way. There's really nothing in here. You're gonna go through these doors about, I don't know, 12 feet across the building. You're walking out onto the other street we were just parked next to. Yeah, that is where Phoebe and yes, that is where Phoebe and Rachel went jogging. Phoebe was jogging like a crazy lady. That's not running, let's go. Yeah.
Come on, let's start running, let's go!
That is where Ross broke up with that college student he dated, Elizabeth, when she threw the water balloon at his head. Yep. Hey, Ross, you suck.
Ross, wait!
Elizabeth, thank God. I was just thinking about...
You suck!
What?
Actually, seasons 2 through 10, a friend shot in here. Season 1 didn't because Full House was finishing up their last season.
Okay.
And funny enough, John Stamos would jokingly yell at the tours, "That's not the Friend stage, it's the Full House stage," when he was here working on ER. And so the funny thing is now he got his way because Fuller House has been in here since season 2. West Wing, and here we can go just a little bit more. Fit everywhere. There we go. If you did watch West Wing, this is President Bartlett's desk from West Wing. Now, Aaron Sorkin did West Wing, but before that he did The American President with Annette Bening and Michael Douglas, which is a great movie. And this was also Andrew Shepard's presidential desk. Now, this is one spot that they set up, so if you guys do want to sit in this chair and get a picture, you're more than welcome to do that. That's up to you.
Fake donuts. Look at their fake donuts.
Yeah.
Take your picture in front of them.
Yeah, I guess so. Batman Forever, 1995.
How about this one?
Yeah, I like the tumbler the best though. Ooh, Batman's accessory.
Is that, what's her name? Poison Ivy or something?
Yeah, I think so, yeah. Chris would love this stuff.
I know.
Yeah.
tell me what it looks like. Never mind.
Oh, the bat light.
Can you take my picture in front of this one?
Yeah.
Stages 1 through 3 are Ellen, right over here. So, yeah, that whole side, the whole left side of the street's Ellen.
Yeah, because you always see her.
Yeah. And stage 5 and 6 are Space Jam.
Space Jam?
Yep. 5 and 6 and 21 and 11 are all Space Jam 2.
Have you go in?
No. You'll see a lot of Betty Davis movies on these plaques. Betty Davis is known as the queen of the studio, the fifth Warner brother. You'll see the middle Batman movies like Batman Returns Forever, Batman and Robin. Some of these have the original 60s Ocean's 11 and the one you know of course, from the 2000s. And Perfect Storm or Poseidon. Poseidon is what I was talking about. But yes, that is Big Bang is the last stage, most recent stage, I should say, to get a dedicated plaque like that. Big Bang just got theirs in February, right before the show ended. So, and then 2.5 Men one has one as well. So it's really quick transition.
Where's the 2.5 Men? Where was their sound studio?
They were stage 26, right next to,
Does
yeah.
this become a movie theater?
That's a real theater. Yeah, it can become a movie theater for a scene, and it is a real movie theater for us. So the nice perk sometimes is we'll get to see a movie a day or two in advance, which is cool. Or 15 minutes early because, you know, they'll do like a Thursday screening at 6:45 when all the movies come out at 7 on Thursdays. Still for free, so that's nice. And then they'll use it for filming if they need. For my Gilmore fans, this is the Bangles concert that Lorelai and Rory go to in the first season.
Come on in.
Go through part of Aquaman, we'll get into Wonder Woman, and then we'll loop up back past this. Come on in. This is also one of the very few things in here you can touch. Just don't be on it. I want to get your holding this. This is Wonder Woman. He's not your thing. Honestly, I'm more of a Harry Potter person myself. This movie is worth watching. Straight.
Oh, yeah. I see them all.
Nightmare.
I own them all.
Me too. World War I. So, like, you got the beautiful time period costumes. But almost sort of a modern. This has sort of if you stand here, well, let him go his I get like 30 seconds. I get 30 seconds and then it's like, oh, the guest was getting. Oh, I heard about it, but I didn't. And they, I'm sorry, you're not gonna find a house elf with the exact same outfit on.
I know.
Because right, I saw.
Whoa, big old ugly spider.
Oh my God! No, don't take.
Chris is gonna love that.
No, you're so
Dun,
weird.
dun, dun.
Whenever you're done, just get whenever you're done. Whenever you're done, there's a TV screen right under his side. This is fantastic. Please just stick this over by the TV screen.
All right, Amanda's group. We're heading into Fantastic. We remodeled it in early 1980s for the movie Annie. If any of you like the original 1982 Annie, you have the yellow brick building is the Annie Orphanage. But again, these are just facades. You go in, come back out, we go back to a stage where we do the inside, bless you. And then the mask, if you've seen that with Jim Carrey, the gray building is where he lived and jumps out and splats on the ground. This is called a practical set. So you can physically go in here, film a scene, put it as it was actually a little antique shop in Pretty Little Liars. We did a movie called Road to Perdition with Tom Hanks, and it was a restaurant, like a bar. In Something's Gotta Give with Jack Nicholson and Diane Keaton, it's a fancy restaurant outside. This is where she storms up the street really angry at him after taking care of him. Right away. Right away. Actually, the first shot is right there.
Hey, wait a minute. What's down here?
This is it.
This is your grandfather's store?
The most famous scene, or that probably made this alleyway famous, was not even our movie. Anybody is more than welcome to come here and rent space. You do not have to be Warner Brothers. You do not even have to be a production. If you want to have a party on the street, you're more than welcome to. You just would have to contact our special events and studio operations and set it up. How much it costs, I do not know. They will not give us money figures. But, so Sony did Spider-Man, and this is where Mary Jane was walking back from the bed edition, and she's about to be attacked, right? Jumps down, beats up all the bad guys, disappears around the corner, comes upside down. Ooh, so romantic. Upside down kiss in the rain. On this sidewalk over there, they had tables and hair set up. It was a cafe in Paris in Casablanca, but it was only 1 minute of the movie, in the whole street after it. And then the patch of grass on this side, in Friends, that's where Ross plays rugby. He goes Red Ross. Yep. Big Bang, it was a kite park where they go kite fighting. They had Everybody Loves Raymond was here 9 years, and it was a petting zoo after Robert got attacked by a bull. In Mom, it was a playground. So you could do an awful lot with a little bit of space. All the bright, beautiful colors are from an Old Navy commercial that was here all last week. So they were out here. My best guess is a back-to-school commercial. That makes the most sense. And then this was all River City, Iowa for the Music Man, Stars Hollow, Connecticut, and Gilmore Girls. The gazebo doesn't have to be there. We can forklift it right out of here. Sometimes it's a clock, sometimes it's benches and bushes and whatever it might be. Now, if we need to do seasons, for instance, like Connecticut for Gilmore Girls, they love to change seasons. They'd come in July, hand pull off about 80% of the leaves and zip tie in fake fall leaves. That way it looked like fall, because when you started watching it, it would be fall. And then September, October, we need it to be winter. So we'd hire a company called Snow Business to come in here and completely cover the town white with fake snow, shaved ice, real snow, foam. And then, unfortunately, it is like 105 in LA when they're doing it. And then the houses are empty. There's nothing in them right now, but there is space to set furniture in it to make it look like a real house. So for like my Gilmore fan, this was Kim's Antiques. That house was also in the Shootist. That was Jimmy Stewart played John Wayne's doctor. That was his doctor's office. Gremlins, this was Mrs. Deagle's house, the mean old lady that went shooting out the top window. She had it coming. If you've not seen the movie, she was an awful old lady. Landed across the street. Also the front of the Seaver house in Growing Pains, if you've seen that. Opening credits only. But that one doesn't even have walls up in the house right now. It is literally just an empty space, and then each production can go in here and build the walls how they need it to be. Then you can structure the bedrooms or whatever, all how they want it. And then over on the right, it still says Rosewood for Pretty Little Liars.
My mom's now using my dad to squeeze information out of me about Halloween, Lighthouse.
What have you told him?
Nothing.
This was also in Rebel Without a Cause. At the beginning of the film, when James Dean's being taken into a police station. Marion the Librarian's Library in The Music Man. Grease Live, which was here. This was outside of Rydell High for the live version, which was really cool. It was one of the coolest things here. And then we have a rebuild of the Tanner House for Fuller House. So that's for fun. The real one's in San Francisco, and usually when they're on the porch going into the living room, that's on the stage. But this was more for photo shoots, interviews, something simple that they might need. Honestly, I just see John Stamos likes to take pictures in front of this house when he's here. Go look at his Instagram. He has so many pictures in front of this set. So funny. So stage 26 on my right. So they got their plaque right at the end of their season as well. There's only 5 shows that have plaques like this, by the way. Ellen, ER, Friends, and of course Big Bang and 2.5 Minutes.